Okay, welcome to Flavour Text again. I'm Kevling. I'm joined as always by CrabbyTerror8, and this is the second part of our attempt to play through, I've forgotten what it's called, The Wages of Sin.
Wages of Sin.
Yes, scenario 4 is it, of the Circle Undone campaign. So if you joined us on the video last week, we had a number of technical issues and ran out of time to actually play, so all we did was do the setup. So we're going to dive straight in now on we're going to dive straight in on Octagon, and we'll start the scenario proper. But I suppose before we start, how are you doing, CrabbyTerror8? You okay?
Yeah. I'm good. Yourself, Kevling?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you very much. It's summer.
Yeah.
It's actually summery here in the UK. We've had probably a week of good weather, if that. We hit the heady heights of about 25 degrees, so it's been nice and sunny. It's just cooling off a little bit this weekend. It's only about 15 at the moment, but I'm still in t-shirt and shorts and making the most of it.
Wow.
And how's things over there?
13. It's 13 here at 7 o'clock at night, so almost the same.
Almost the same, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. Oh dear.
Yes, and of course, Australia, you're not allowed to become an Australian citizen like myself unless you watch every day of the Olympics while it's on.
Okay.
Shouting for Aussie, come on Aussie! So that's what I've been spending my time doing, is screaming at the telly for the Australians.
Yes. Yes, we've been watching some. We've not been watching everything, but particularly enjoyed, as we were saying before we started, I particularly enjoyed the BMX, both the stunts and the racing.
Yes.
I was a bit underwhelmed by the skateboard tricks, because it was literally just I roll in, I do one trick and I'm done. Ta-da! Whereas, the BMX, they were like doing 2-minute runs. It was excellent to watch.
Yes.
But I've been watching all sorts, watching things that I haven't got a clue what they are or watched judo. Got no idea how the scoring works in that. There's just lots of grappling. Oh, you've got a point. Lots of more grappling. Oh no, now you've got a point, even though they looked almost the same. I show my complete ignorance there. And then I don't know what it was called. We watched one sport, and it was like basketball, but only on half a court. There was only one basket. And the teams.
Oh yeah, that's three by three. Yeah.
It's just 3x3 basketball, is it?
Yeah.
It just seemed very strange. It's like basketball on a budget.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And watch the poor buggers watch the triathlon where the poor buggers had to jump into the Seine and swim laps of the very greeny, muddy looking Seine. As I said to people, you have to be pretty insane to do that. And bizarrely, people's junk have featured quite a lot. Sorry to send it in a R-rated direction.
Was that the pole vault guy?
There's the diving guy and the pole vault guy.
I didn't see the diving guy. I saw the pole vault guy, and then I saw it posted on Twitter or something. I said, "Oh, imagine losing your chance at a medal because of this." I suppose it's something to brag about, maybe.
All they needed was to get RuPaul in as a consultant, and could have dealt with all of that. You'd think they would have all those contingencies kind of covered off, so to speak, when it gets to that level. Oh, the diving guy, his junk was very prominent. He got a lot of conversations on social media, and then he got a lifetime supply of underwear as a consequence. So there you go.
Oh dear. I was going to say I'll have to look that one up, but no, I don't really want to look that one up yet.
Anyway. So, yes, back to the Wages of Sin.
Yes, let's switch over to Octagon. Here we go. This is how we left things last week.
Yep.
So we've done the setup. We read through the act and the agenda, didn't we? But it might be an idea to read them again, because I will have forgotten what they said as of a week ago. and then we can get going. So the agenda 1A is the Hangman. 12. Surrender yourself to the path of sacrifice. Consider the good of all before you act. Let go.
And Act 1A, in pursuit of the dead, you have come to Hangman's Hill to investigate reports of ghost sightings and strange activity in the woods the last few nights, and to learn more about the witches who once hid in Arkham's past, witches who have since emerged from the shadows in pursuit of some unholy purpose. Locations cannot be flipped over, 3 clues per investigator.
And weren't you saying there was an errata about the flipping of the locations? Is it just that they can't be flipped to their spectral side? Was it?
Side, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't bring my phone with me
No, it's
because
fine.
the Arkham cards has the little erratas in it.
I don't remember it being such a major errata that would change how it's played. I think it's just being ultra specific, isn't it?
Specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So we are at Hangman's Brook, which has the Flavour text. Originating from a natural spring near the peak of Hangman's Hill, the narrow, shallow brook fills the surrounding woods with a quiet, peaceful babbling. The brook winds down the hill southward, forming the western border of Arkham's Uptown district. I suppose before we dive in, is it worth actually picking up on the Arkham news from this week?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, Cthulhu's coming to Arkham.
Yeah, I know. It's been 6 years, but here at last.
Didn't they always say that if ever Cthulhu came to Arkham, that would be the end of the game? And so everyone's going, "Oh no, is this the last one?" And he said in the thing, "No, we're gonna keep going with Arkham for years." So, but he did say, we don't know how to interpret it. He did say that Arkham will be forever changed by what happens in this scenario, or something like that.
Okay.
So some people are reading between the lines, going, "Oh, does that mean it's going to be a second edition?" I don't know.
I do wonder about that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. So it's good. Yeah, good old Cthulhu.
Yeah.
They call it Cthulhu. It's all pretty classic, isn't it? So yeah, that's very exciting.
The Drowned City, I think it's called, something like that. Which makes me think of that PlayStation game that's been out for a few years. Is it the Sunken City?
Yeah, that's called Sunken City, which I have played, which was pretty bad, but I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, it was on my wish list of games to try, and then there was all that kerfuffle with the developer and the publisher falling out, and then the publisher sort of stealing the game and selling it anyway, and I kind of, and I don't know. And then there was the Call of Cthulhu one came out around the same time, didn't it? There was a similar type of 3D adventure.
Oh yes.
And I got that one, and I got to a certain bit, and I couldn't get through the stealth bit because I hate stealth in games anyway. And I've never played it ever again.
Yeah, fortunately, kind of Lovecraftian games, apart from Bloodborne, oops, spoilers, pretty dicey a lot of the time.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to the developers, but I think both of those games, Call of Cthulhu and the Sunken City, were both sort of quite low budget, weren't they?
Yes,
so
they were
probably quite a bit janky as well as
yeah. There's that one that's an Innsmouth one on the PC. Oh, it's at least 10, 15, maybe more years old. That's quite good as well. I can't remember what it's called, but that's kind of based
very quiet, I'm afraid. CrabbyTerror8.
Okay.
I'm trying to put your volume on. I'm not hearing you very well. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I'm turning my volume up. That's why it's not going to make a difference. Let's turn your volume up.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's quite
very faint.
Quiet.
Oh, okay.
It's just me. My earphones pick up every noise in the room, even though they don't make it down onto the recorded audio. So that might be just drowning you out a little bit.
Is that better?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. The bar's going up now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
that's that.
That's a lot better.
Ah, great. Yeah, what was it called? I played it, and actually it was pretty good.
I seem to remember playing an Innsmouth type of one. It was sort of an early
Yeah,
3D adventure sort of game, wasn't it? Is that
yeah,
are you
yeah,
thinking the
yeah.
same
Sort of
one?
PS3 era. Not the Call of Cthulhu. Oh, I always forget its name. Um, Lovecraft. Yeah, Dredge is supposed to be pretty good as well. I didn't know that was.
Oh yes, I've been playing that a little bit on the Steam Deck, but not got very far.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. It's not coming up, the PC one. Is it Call of
There's one
Cthulhu
called
Dark
The
Corners of
Innsmouth Case, but that seems to be more a text adventure.
Dark Corners of the Earth? Maybe it's called. I don't know. I can't find it now. What's that? Oh, there you go.
Looking at the best Lovecraftian games for horror fans. What we got on here? Still Wakes the Deep. Don't know what that is.
Oh, it is Dark Corners of the Earth.
Dark
Yeah, it's
Corner.
called Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the
That
Earth.
doesn't ring any
It's done
bells
by,
with me at all. It must have been a different game I was playing then.
yeah, it's Bethesda and Ubisoft, and it came out in 2014, so it's quite a time ago. Yeah, on CD-ROM of all things, it was quite good.
Oh, CD-ROM. Good grief.
Yeah.
It's going to bug me now as to what this game was I was thinking of. Never mind. I'm sure it was something about, yeah, you were at Innsmouth, I'm sure you were, and there was the what's forgotten his surname? Marsh. The Marsh family was
Yes.
involved.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Uh,
Dark Corners of the Earth. Yep,
oh,
that's
okay.
the one. I
Just
think
the
it's on
name doesn't
Steam.
ring a bell at all.
Bell. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Never mind. Right, so after that little tangent, let's go back to the witches. Right.
Yeah.
So yes, we are at Hangman's Brook. We can resign
Yes.
straight away. Whose bright idea was this anyway? Or
And
shall
I've
I go on
noticed,
clues to investigate? Sorry, go on.
I've noticed that the clues it's only putting on, assuming there's only one of us playing, because it's only 2 clues at each location up, and there should be 4, I think, if it's 2 clues per investigator. But yeah, so I'm not sure why it's doing. Anyway. Cool.
Cool. Okay. My opening hand. Do I want to keep that? Probably don't need that one yet. That one. Probably going to regret that, but yeah, let's replace it. Oh, one of them's the card I started with. Never mind. Okay, as is always the case, you do
Yeah.
a mulligan
Yeah.
and you get one of the cards back again.
Yeah. 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 You want to kick things off there, Kevling?
Right. Do you want to go first or shall I?
I'm happy for you to go first. I'm just going to be doing setup, so mine's.
Yeah, so I'm going to pay nothing for Mr. Porterson.
Yes.
Give myself some horror soak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we have any trauma? I can't remember.
1, I think. 1 each.
Do you
From
remember if it
memory.
was mental or physical?
Mental, I'm pretty.
Would be, wouldn't it? I only have to
Yeah.
start off with 5 to start with. It's a good job I got Mr. Porterson then.
Yeah. We'd have to look back at the previous video or something to double check, I think.
Okay, so that's first action. Second action, I've got nothing else in hand to tool up with, so I guess I'll have a go at an investigate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't investigate for toffee. Or do I just move on straight away? So I could move up to Haunted Fields. Each spectral
So
enemy gets +1 horror. Or I could go to the
these are
abandoned.
already uncovered, are they? Are they?
Yeah, because there'll be
Oh,
spectral on the other
spectral.
side.
Ah,
So I
yeah.
think technically they're
So,
not revealed until we go into them, but obviously we've
ah,
got no way of
yes.
tracking that, I suppose, other than the clues on them.
So abandoned chapel's only a 2 shrab, but you get -1 to each skill. So technically it's a 3.
I mean, I do have Pilfer on me, which lets me investigate with evade instead of book and get 2
Ah,
extra
yes.
clues. What do we need? We need 3 each.
Yes. So
Yeah,
we need
without the
6.
Pilfer, I'm going to struggle here. I
Yeah.
might go to the Haunted Fields. So move 1 to Haunted Fields. Oh, I've got to take control of
Yeah.
my own card. So that's my second action, and then the third action, I will pay 4 for Pilfer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Investigate with my feet, so that's a 5 on a 3. Kind of thought it was better than that, but never mind. Yeah, 5 on a 3. Oh dear. What a waste.
So close. So close.
What a great start. There we go. I've just spent 4 resources for nothing. I should have committed a card to it, shouldn't I? Never mind.
Well, next time.
Next time.
Okay, I'm
Over
going
to you, sir.
Thank you. I'm going to spend 2 and bring out the elf flashlight. I'm going to spend 1 and bring out the elf fire axe. And then I'm going to spend 1 and bring out Lucky. And
Nice.
that's my go.
Okay.
All sort of set up now.
Yeah.
Yep. No enemies. Upkeep. Oh,
Okay.
nice. Okay, Mythos phase.
And then we get our encounter cards. So I'll get mine. And I get Grave Light. If Grave Light is drawn from the standard encounter deck, shuffle it into the spectral encounter deck and it gains Surge. Right, how do I do that? Is that one of these
You go
global
to
decks then?
global, yes. And okay.
Is it, I take it's the one with the number 2 on it, second special with 11 cards in?
It could be that or the one with 20 cards in it.
Well, let's have a look at.
Not sure which one.
I'm going to be shuffling it anyway, so I'll have a look at it. It's got the one with 11 cards in has got Ghosts, Spectral Web, Watcher's Grasps. They're all there. They all seem spectral, so I'll pull that one in there. You don't control this group. Take control.
Oh, I don't know that it's that one. It could be, maybe.
Well, everything says spectral on it. All the cards do.
The other one is a real mixed bag of stuff, which are all spectral as well. I think the other one's the set aside, because you have to set aside some
okay.
stuff. Let me just have a look.
What's this first pile then? Look at all cards. Witches, hexes, curses.
Set the 4
omens.
spectral web assets aside out of play.
So that 11 I'm looking at is. I don't know though.
Shuffle the 6 heretic enemies and set aside 4 of them at random. Remove the other 2 copies from the game. So I suspect what the 11 are spectral web assets and some heretic enemies. I think.
Do I just interact? How do I put it in then? Which is the. Tell you what, I'm going to go back to the PDF and say what is in The spectral deck.
Yeah, so the one with the 11 in it has got spectral web assets in it, watchers, grasps, and heretics in it.
Yeah.
And there's spectral watchers. So it's not the spectral deck. It's the
Okay.
other deck with 20 cards in it. That's the spectral encounter deck.
So the one with 20 cards is the spectral.
Yes, encounter deck, correct.
Right.
So you should be able to shuffle it into that. You'd like drop it in and then shuffle, I think would be the way to do it.
I'm going to look at it just to make sure I'm looking at the right one. It's going to shuffle anyway. So yeah, curse spectral, burden spectral, terror spectral. Everything's got the spectral trait on it. Okay, so Gravelight gets shuffled into the spectral encounter deck. Close and shuffle, and then I gain surge, so I get another one. It's a witch. Spawn at the gallows or heretic's graves. The gallows is over there at the top, and the heretic's graves is on the left. So they're both exactly one location away from me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Alert hunter. Okay. Oh, bless you.
Just a cough, that's all. Right, I'm just thinking whether it makes any difference which one I spawn her at. No, I don't think so. What did you get?
I got
you
the
got
same
Gravelight
thing.
as well.
Yeah, so I shuffle that in, and I draw myself. Oh, and I get a witch as well. Coven Initiate. Discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. If this effect causes the encounter deck to run out of cards, it doesn't. So I've got a good job. I got my fire axe out. So chop 2 cards of the encounter deck. Is it? Discard them. Okay. All right. Okay. So the encounter deck hasn't run out of cards. So I think that's all that happens.
Excellent. What a great start.
Yeah. Yes.
We've got 2 witches. I've got no money. We've got no clue.
What could go wrong?
We haven't got a clue, but right. Okay. Do you want to go first then, with you having a witch to deal with?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is fire axe the witch. So 2, 4, 6, 7 is my attack, and I do +1 damage. So 7 versus 2. Goal. 1 higher than the number of copies of unfinished business in the victory display. Well, there are none.
Just one,
so I guess the Covenant Initiate is dead.
Bye-bye. 1 hit kill.
What happened to my 3 supplies here? Oh, I see. Oh, I took them off. Sorry, I should have taken the money off here, which is a lot more money, but that's all right. Because if I don't take them, if I've got money, yeah, okay, all right. Now I'm going to do some investigating. I think after that. Here, so this is a 4 shroud, and I am a 1. So what I might do is I might rise to the occasion. So that gets me up to 4 versus a 4. Make it a 6 versus a 4. Okay, let's see what we do. We get a -4, so 6 versus 4. That's 2 versus 4. So I will spend lucky and pass.
Nice.
Get a clue. I will go again. I'll drop it by 2, so it's 2 versus 1. I'll spend a thing on lucky, so it's 2 versus 2, and I'll commit to take heart to it. 2 versus 2, so I don't pass, but I draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources.
Excellent.
2 cards. I get 2 resources. Oops, what am I doing? 2 resources. There we go. Okay, that's my go. Not exactly successful, but something.
Part of me thinks I should go up and deal with that other witch.
Yep.
Although she's got the forced effect, when she is defeated, deal its damage and horror to each investigator at its location as direct damage and horror.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of each. But she's going to come down and try and get us anyway.
She is.
So she's 3 damage. I've got Stunning Blow. I've got Belly of the Beast, but that doesn't help because there's no clues at this location. And I've got Slip Away, so I could do a sort of a super evade if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm going to move. Action 1, move. So the witch engages with me. So then I will attack her with a Stunning Blow. Do I want to do that? Her fight is 3. My fight is 3. She's got Alert. So Alert is retaliate for evading, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
I do have Stunning Blow. So that'll get my fight to a 4 on a 3. But also evade her, but only if I'm successful. I think I'll just start with doing an evade. So that's a 5 on a 3.
Yep.
I'll throw a take heart in as well, just in case. So 5 on a 3. Oh,
good job.
right, okay. So that's 2 cards and 2 resources.
Yeah.
2 resources, and then she's gonna alert me. So then she does 1 damage, 1 horror to me.
Was that an evade? Sorry, not a fight. Was that an evade, was it?
Yes, it was an evade, but she's got alert. So she hits me because I failed to evade her. So I'll take the damage, and Mr. Porterson can take a horror. And what's that giving me? It's giving me look what I found and a resourceful. Well, the resourceful's no good because I've got nothing in my discard pile. Well, I have got something in my discard pile. What? Nothing interesting. Oh, actually, they're my I've left my mulligan in my discard pile. I need to put them back into my deck, don't I? So that should go in there. That should go in there, and that should go in there. And I've only got 1 card in my discard pile. Reshuffle that. Okay. So I guess I punch her. I'm going to use Stunning Blow. So that's gone now. And I will commit a resourceful. So
very
I'm now punching.
Of you.
Sorry?
Very resourceful of you.
So I'm fighting with a 3, 4. I'm fighting with a 5 on a 3. This is my final action. 5 on a 3. Skull -1. So Stunning Blow automatically. So I do 1 damage from the. Is it F2 for damage? No, that's a clue. F3. So 1 damage from the Stunning Blow, which automatically evades her.
Yep.
When I evade her, I do a damage.
Yes.
Thanks to Rita's ability.
Yep.
For resourceful, because I was successful, I will bring a survivor card from my discard pile back into my hand, so I'll take a Belly of the Beast back.
Mm-hmm.
They're both now discarded, and I think that's my go done, isn't it? Because I moved up, I did a failed evade, and then I did a successful
Correct.
evade.
Yep.
So she's up there evaded.
Yep.
Okay.
Enemy foes, nothing happens. Upkeep. Nice. Okay. All right. Second.
Encounter time. And I get nothing at all. I get
oh, a witch.
Coven Initiate. Oh, it's the same one you had. So
yes.
she's engaged with me. Discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck.
Oh, which is the one I just drew. It's one
so
of them. Sorry.
that's discarded.
Yes.
And one more gets discarded.
Yeah.
Evil Past.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's yours.
Centuries of Secrets. Test 5. Willpower. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of the encounter deck. I'm seeing a... If Cursed Treachery is discarded by this, deal 1 direct damage to your investigator and each of your allies. So test of 5. Wow.
So obviously this scenario is designed to just mill the encounter deck, isn't it?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 on a 5. Ooh, -1. Well, let's go with that. 1s should be okay. It is a curse. If it is Cursed Treachery, it is a Cursed Treachery. Deal 1 direct damage. Okay, that's not terrible. That's fine. Yep. Okay. I think we mitigated the worst of that. Okay. Investigation phase. Oh, you've got 2 witches on you now, don't you?
Oh, I do, yes. Lovely.
Might need a hand. Do you want me to come up and bash one of the...
Well, I'll kill one of them anyway, I think.
Okay.
Then the second one, I could do an evade, and Rita can do a... Oh no, I can do the thing once, can't I?
Is it? Yeah, once per... Yeah, once per round. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Because originally I was thinking, oh, do I just drag the witch down to the location with the clues on, so I can use some of my cards to get clues of shenanigans? But I forgot I'd got 2 of them. I'm not doing 2 attacks of opportunity.
You can kill one, evade the other, and move, can't you?
Okay, I'm going to evade the Vengeful Witch.
Yes.
Which should hopefully kill her off.
Yep.
So I'm a 5, she's a 3. Feels like overkill, but I'm going to... No. I might save that for the other one. I'm going to lob a Belly of the Beast in just to get a +1. So I'm doing a 6 on a 3 evade. I've just pulled an encounter card by mistake. I just pressed the wrong key shortcut. Let's shuffle that back in. It's the deck of 12 that's the main.
Correct. Yeah.
You don't control this group.
Yeah.
Shuffle. Okay.
Very concerned about who's controlling things.
Elder thing is -2, so I still passed. Oh, and if this is an attack or evasion attempt, resolve each haunted ability on your location. There isn't one. That's okay. So I've evaded the Vengeful Witch. I'll use Rita's ability to put a damage on her, which kills her, but she does 1 direct damage and horror to me. This is a good start.
Yep.
Then I will. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity and move to Haunted Fields. So that will just put one horror on Mr. Porterson. So he goes away. And then I will evade the Coven Initiate. 5 on a 2. I'm going to commit the slip away to make it 6 on a 2. -1. So that's 5 on a 2. I have succeeded by 2 or more. Fast play Belly of the Beast for 1. After you successfully evade an enemy by 2 or more, discover a clue.
Nice.
So she is evaded at this location. I will remember these keyboard shortcuts one day, but they're both gone. So I evaded to kill the first witch, moved, took an attack of opportunity, and evaded to exhaust the second witch. That's me done, isn't it? Oh, that should.
Then you got a clue. You got the clue, yeah?
Yeah, I picked the clue up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was 4 on this location, now there's only 3.
Okay. All right.
Didn't feel like a particularly efficient use of me taking hits and what have you, but I got a clue.
I will, what am I going to do here? It's a 4, isn't it? So I can bring it down to a 2 with the flashlight. So 2 versus a 1. And then using...
Are you investigating?
Yeah. 2 versus a 2. 3 versus a 2. 4 versus a 2. 4 versus a 2. Skull, so that's a success. Clue. Then I'll move up to... bring to front. I'll move up to the Haunted Fields. And I will attack the witch. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 versus 2. So I'm only 1 up. 3 versus 2. Let's see how we go. 3 versus 2. -2. What's the haunted ability here? Doesn't have one. So I miss. Okay. All right. That's my go.
Okay. Just move the locations around a little bit just to give us a little bit more space.
Yep. Thing in the enemy. Upkeep.
Okay,
Nice.
so she engages me again.
Yep. Okay, third doom
card. Racked. -1 to each of my skills during the first skill test I perform each round.
Yes. And I get Diabolic Voices. Test 3. For each point you fail by, discard a random card from your hand. So 3 versus a 1. 3 versus a 1. 3 versus a 0. So I've got to basically discard my cards from my hand, don't I? I can spend 1 for lucky, which gets me up to... Can I do this? Then that makes it a 3 versus a 3, so I've only lost by 1, I guess. Is that right? Yeah. So I then lose only one. Okay, cool. Well, I kind of lost 2 cards, but I lost 2 cards instead of 3 cards.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Do you want to go first or shall I?
What were you planning? Were you planning on? Because I could take on this witch, or
Oh, it's up to you if you want to. If you want to have if you want to do the witch, I hadn't actually got any other plan.
okay. What I might do, yeah, what I might do then is spend 2. Just trying to think this through. I've got 4 here. What I might do is take a. You'll see what I'm doing here. Take a. No, I'll just do this. I'll spend 2 and play Intel Report. Sorry, no. I was going to take a. I will take an extra resource. Sorry. I will take an extra resource as a first action. Then I will spend 2 for 3, 4 to then make that discover 2 clues at your location.
Nice.
Huh? What have I done? What have I done? Did I throw a clue somewhere? I removed a clue, but it didn't go anywhere. I'll just take the clues. Take another clue off. And then I'll... Oh, it'd only be a 3 versus a 2 then, won't it? Have you got any fight cards you can throw in to
I have
boost
not,
my
I'm afraid. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That doesn't feel like a good idea now. Because 3 versus 2 isn't very...
I mean, I can just evade the witch, so you don't need to worry about taking the witch on if you want to do something else.
Yeah, I might... Got no cards. I might draw a card. Okay. Yeah, having no cards not good. All right. Sorry, Kevling.
It's fine.
We're nearly... Oh, what do we need? Oh, we only need 1 more clue to get to our threshold.
Ah, nice.
Hmm.
Okay. Is that you done then?
Yes, yeah,
Right.
that's me done.
Okay, so I will have a go at evading the witch. So I'm a 5 on a 2. That's a pass. I'll put a damage on her with Rita's ability. So she is back.
Oh, and you would have done that at -1 too, right? Because of your wrecked, but you still passed.
Yeah, I was still passed easily.
Yeah, easily.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Then I will pay 3. 1, 2, 3 to bring the big man out.
Ah, yes.
Peter Sylvester. So now I'm evading on a 6. And I'm willpowering on a 4. So that's 2 actions. Third action. So this is Shroud of 3. I'm only an investigate of 2. I do have a look what I've found on me though, but that feels a waste because that will gain 2 clues if I fail.
Yeah. Yes.
I suppose I could just commit it, but then I'm still using it anyway, aren't I?
Or use it the abandoned chapel. Maybe we get some more clues there because we get victory points for these locations.
That's true. Yeah, I'll save it for the abandoned chapel. Shall I just move over to the abandoned chapel ready for next turn then?
It's a good idea.
Then you'll have the witch to deal with.
That's all right. I've got my axe, so I should be okay.
You've got your witch killing axe.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep. Yeah, I've got the witch on me now.
I suppose I could have stayed put and tried to get rid of Racked, couldn't I? But then I'm only on a 4 and a 3. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Mythos phase halfway through. 4 of 8.
Okay, I'll get my encounter. Diabolic voices. So test willpower of 3, and for each point I fail by, discard a random card from my hand. So willpower 3, my willpower is now 4 thanks to P. Got nothing I can boost it by, so 4 and a 3. Score is -1, so that's a pass. Oh, you've got another enemy, have you?
Yeah. How many witch enemies in the discard? 2, 3. There's 3 enemies in the discard. So she gets +3 fight and +3 evade. So she's 5, 3, 5. Wow.
Ooh, I don't like her.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
And she's got retaliate.
I know. It's horrendous. Unless the only way is if we get the discard pile like down, but oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's really nasty.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Do you want to go first with you having the witches to deal with?
Yeah. Don't know what I'm going to do here. That's horrendous. That is a really horrendous card.
Unless I go first and move back to your location and try and help? I'm thinking I could equip track shoes, which will give me another evade. So then I'll be at least running on 7 evade then. So I could maybe take the priestess off you and evade her.
Yeah, because I don't know how I'm going to deal with her. I can deal with the other one, but my capacity to deal with the
Okay, I'll go first then. So I'll
priestesses.
pay 3 to get the track shoes out, which puts me on 7 evade. I'll move back to you.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't do it all, can I? Why don't we say at the end of the last turn I didn't move. I stayed with you and I just took a resource or something or drew a card. Otherwise I'm out of actions and I can't take the witch off you.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
I'll just have to tank some damage. It's all right. I'll just tank some damage from her rather than, trying to rewind. It's one of those things. I'll just, it's only a couple of points of damage she does. So I'll just do that.
Just think, can I do anything else with my final action? I could punch the Coven Initiate.
Yes,
to hopefully kill her.
Yeah.
I can't evade someone who's engaged with someone else, can I? I'd have to engage her off.
No, that's right.
So I can't do
But
the
you can take a
evade.
swing, but you can attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're happy with
If you
me
miss,
having an
yes.
attack,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm only a 3 fight. I could throw in Leathercoat to make me a 4 fight. So 4 on a 2.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. At least I've killed a witch for you.
Thank you. All right, so gone. That's nice. That's great. Actually, that really helps.
I've
I go.
contributed.
Yeah. Okay, so she's a 5 fight. Well, I'm a 1 fight that I can make. Oh, hold on.
I've only got books in hand, so I can't help unless for some reason you're fighting with books.
We've got to remember that are they spectral enemies? They're not, are they? So I'm a 1 fight, so I can make that a 3, a 5, a 7, a 9. A 9 on a 5. Yep. So I do 2 points.
Oh, nice.
Final action. Oh, she's got retaliate. I don't really want to fight her again. What do I do? They try and evade her. I guess a 2 versus a 1. A 2 versus
I
a
guess at
1. Have
least
you
if
got
you
any?
evade her, then we can choose her to engage me when she readies
Have you got
rather
it?
than me have to take her off you.
I'll go a 2 versus a 1 on feet, just so I don't take attack
She's
of
a
opportunity.
5, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to fail it, but
Oh,
that's
okay then.
fine. So I get a -1. Okay. So, but I don't take an attack of opportunity. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So she does 2 points of damage to me. Ouch. Yep. And a horror, I think. Enemy get. Oh, they're spectral enemies. Sorry. No. Okay. Upkeep. What? We're on the 4th, aren't we? I should have more than. Like, I've had this lodged at least twice before, so I should be on about 3. Because every time it gives you a mental trauma if you don't get rid of it. Okay. Okay. Mythos phase. 5 of 8. Oh, we're so close to getting this other clue.
Get my counter card. It is Ominous Portents. Oh, it's peril, so this is top secret. You don't know any of this information. I can
La la la
choose
la la.
either draw the top card of the Spectral Encounter deck, which gains peril and cannot be cancelled, or test willpower of 3, and if I fail, take 2 horror. Oof. Oof. Decisions. I'm a 4, and I've got nothing I can boost it by. I might gamble. I'm going to gamble and take the test. 4 and a 3. I've just done an encounter card again. E is for encounter. S is
S is
for
yeah.
chaos. Shuffle that back in there. So right, chaos. It's a pass. Right. Once you drew another witch.
Yeah, at the
Oh, it's the
heretics.
vengeful witch again. Ugh.
Yeah.
The one who does direct damage and horror when you defeat her.
Yeah.
And she's alert and hunter, so she's going to be chasing us around.
Yes. So we can't really stay here because she'll pop in and do damage to
Well,
us.
maybe we don't kill her so that we don't have to take the direct damage. We just keep evading her, maybe. Or I do. Okay. So what is it? We need one more clue, was it?
Yes.
3 shroud, 1 clue. Shall I go first and deal with the witch?
Yep.
Or yeah. Okay.
Well, I was gonna kill her this time, so.
Are you? Can you do that quite easily?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll let you do it then. Do you want to go first then?
Sure. Okay. Well, I'll do 3, 5, 7, 9. 9 on a 5. Yep.
Just.
Good that I did that. So she's dead. Then I'm going to move to here, to the abandoned chapel. And so I can reduce this. I can reduce this to 0 shroud, which means I'll pass no matter what.
Don't say
So
that.
I'm
Don't say that. You can't.
+1. So
Okay.
success. They get a clue. And we got all our clues now, I think.
Excellent.
Should
Do
we
we want
chuck
to?
them in?
Yeah,
Yep.
shall we? You want to do the honours, seeing as you did all the work?
Sure. Okay. Soft chanting guides you to a gloomy clearing near the abandoned chapel. A circle of witchweed surrounds the clearing, swaying gently in the breeze. At the center of the clearing, a cloaked woman kneels in front of an unmarked grave, far from the remainder of the graveyard. You watch in quiet for a few minutes while the woman sings an old somber melody. It reminds you of somewhat of a child's lullaby, soothing but with a dark gravity that betrays its purpose. As soon as the song ends, the woman's cloak dissolves into mist and she vanishes in a swirl of shadows. Spawn one set aside heretic enemy at each of the following location: the gallows, heretics' graves, chapel attic, and chapel crypt. Add four clues to each of those locations. Add 2 clues to each other location.
What was it? What was the 4 locations again? The gallows, chapel's crypt. Did you say?
The gallows, heretics' graves, chapel attic, and chapel crypt.
Right, so it's the 4 outer locations then. Add
And it
two
says
clues
check.
per investigator to each of those locations, and 1 clue
Yep.
per investigator to each other location.
Yep.
Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, no, was it 2 clues per investigator? It was.
It was, yes.
And then 1 clue per investigator to all the others.
Hmm.
So, that worked. Yeah. Clues everywhere.
Hmm.
And if you have 3 or more mementos listed, have we? I think that we got 2, didn't we?
I'd have to. Oh, I'm
It
not sure. I'd
was.
have to grab my.
Let me go back to the PDF.
Have to grab my Arkham cards
I've lost the
to look.
PDF. I've managed to close the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was the. It was the one in when we were in the woods with the witches, wasn't it? I think.
I thought there was mementos discovered when we went to the Joseph Miger's place as well.
We got. I think we got 2 on the first one.
Right. Let me grab my phone. I think I've got them on there. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, we got another one on. So it said we each get 1 spectral web asset.
Well, according to my campaign log in Arkham cards,
We've got
It
3.
says we have 3.
Yes,
Mesmerizing
thought so.
Flute, Gilman's Journal, and Keziah's Formula.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just looking through while you were away. We got 2 on the first one, and then 1 at the witch house. So I've given us both a spectral web asset,
Yes,
which
nice.
means we can spend 1 to 3 clues as a group to fight to attack a Geist enemy. We can choose to use willpower instead of fist, and you get plus X, where X is the number of clues you spent.
Ah, yes.
So
Ah,
we both got one of those.
okay,
But yes, we've
nice.
now got 4 Geists on the map to deal with.
That's a good job we got the spectral web asset then.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and they've each got a store. They've got story assets. It looks like once defeated, flip over and resolve the text on the other side.
Right. Oh, they've got a
Oh,
lot
they've
of
got
health, haven't they?
+2 health per investigator. Oh, and
So
while they're at a
6.
non-spectral location, which they are, it's got aloof and cannot be engaged or damaged.
Right.
So
So we need to...
so they're going to ignore us. We
Yes.
pick up loads of clues, and then we use the clues to attack them
Ah,
and
yes.
reveal the story on the other side.
I see.
Interesting. And this is where there was 6 of
Oh,
them.
we can't attack them unless it's on a spectral side, because they can't be damaged. Or does the spectral web override that, or
So
no?
use this to
Because
attack a Geist enemy.
it says if they're at a non-spectral location, they get aloof and cannot be engaged or
Ah,
damaged.
so it doesn't say they can't be attacked, but they can't be
Yes.
engaged.
No, or damaged. So I think flip your location over. I think you've got to go to a spectral location to kill them. I think that's the idea.
Ah, right. Yeah, okay. So we flip the location.
Yes. Once per round, and
Oh,
each
so you
location is
can't discover clues at non-spectral. So we can
yes.
only get the clues when it's non-spectral, and we can only fight when it's spectral.
Yes.
So while we're on a non-spectral side, we're safe from them all.
Yes.
So we
And
can
we
go
can
around
parley.
hoovering clues, and then we flip them when we want to attack with the clues that we've picked up.
So we can spend a clue to parley, look at the heretic's other side without resolving its text, right? If it's defeated, you flip it over and resolve its text. So you can look at the text without resolving it, whatever the text is.
Ah, so maybe that helps us decide which ones we want to fight.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
So it says in Pursuit of the Living, Act 2A, when the mist comes the revenants of the past, with the mist comes the revenants of the past, witches who were executed hundreds of years ago and whose hateful spirits have returned to wreak vengeance on the living. If you can banish them, you might learn more of the coven's secrets. Okay? Yeah, flip your location over. Clues cannot be discovered on non-spectral locations. Banish as many heretics as you can. If there are 4 copies of unfinished business in the victory display advance, I'm assuming that's the back of
yeah, I
these
bet
is
it is.
got finished. So we've got to
So,
do 4 of
we've got
them.
to do all
Oh, all
4
of them.
anyway, I guess.
Yes. And you can use clues to have a peek. And any victory points we would have gotten have now gone away because there's now all these clues on the locations as well, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, 6 shroud,
Yeah.
4 shroud,
So
X
you're just better off
shroud.
defeating them, really?
So
Oh, but you need clues to defeat them, don't you?
yeah, this is horrible for an investigator like me who can't investigate for clues very well. The lowest shroud on those outer locations is 4. Although the top
So
one
you
we
can
will
use
bring down by getting rid of them.
uh, so you can attack the geists normally on
But we
the
can't.
spectral side,
Oh, yes, on the spectral side, yes.
or you can use your willpower. So you can either use fight or willpower to attack them. Yep.
So I suppose I could fight them with willpower.
Because there's no point hoovering up the clues, really. Like, that's going to take way too long, really, isn't it? Whew. So I think the thing to do is for us to move from one location to the other, trying to defeat them together, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to find it more difficult doing them separate.
They're all a 4 fight. And they've all got 6 health.
Yeah. So I guess if we can evade and fight them each time, you know, we can get through them that way, I suppose. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, though.
No.
So I think that was the end of my go, wasn't it? I think it's your go.
Oh, crumbs, right, okay. Was that all of your actions, was it?
Yeah, because God, I don't even remember what I was doing. I got...
Let's have a look back in the log.
Moved? Or did something. Killed something? Oh, I killed the witch.
Phase. You spent
I
4
killed the witch
resources from family inheritance.
to kill the witch, yeah. Then I moved. Yeah. Then I moved to the abandoned chapel and then I got a clue.
And then you investigated. Yeah.
Yes. So that was my 3 actions.
Okay. So, do I come to you, but then I'm still and then move over to the heretic on the right, or do I go over to the one that's on the? Oh no, there's another witch there on the one on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, and
So
she's
you'll probably want to move.
Well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you probably want to come over.
So action 1, move to you. Action
They're
2.
aloof at the moment, so we can move into their location. They're not going to do anything to us.
No, but I've got no chance in getting those clues.
Yeah,
I can't engage the heretic to evade it.
No. And you don't want to flip it to the spectral side unless you're going to fight. So there's the shroud on the abandoned chapel is lower. Oh, actually, you're running at 4 willpower, so you're using the spectral web is actually quite a thing for you, more of a thing for you, isn't it? Oh, the other thing is you could try and get rid of your wrecked.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, okay. So 1 action to try and get rid of wrecked. 4 on a 3.
And it's got -1 because you get -1 for your first skill test.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 1 to the left instead of the right. The witch engages me. I will evade the witch, so I am a 7 on a 3. -4, still passed. I'll use Rita's ability.
You get -1 though for your first test.
Don't ruin it. Spoil sport. Okay, so she does 1 damage of each back to me.
Sorry, Kevling. Sorry.
I got a plan that I was going to evade her, which meant I would automatically pass the test to sort out the wrecked.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad now.
I've not missed any sort of boost, have I? No.
Because you're running at a 5?
I'm a 7 evade because of Pete and the track shoes.
Oh, okay. So you're a 7, right?
Yeah.
Mine
she's a 3. But I'm really only a 6 because of wrecked.
Bloody wrecked. Curses. Curse that wrecked.
And I've got nothing in hand that I could have boosted it with. So, okay, that's a fail. She's alert, so she hits me for a damage and a horror. Peter can have the horror. I'll take the damage. So she's still ready and engaged with me. So I have moved. I have failed to evade. So now I will evade her again. A 7 on a 4. Let's say I'm not going to evade her. No, I'm going to. I'm going to spectacularly fail. So that's another horror on PD,
Oh, Kevling, I'm
and
so
another
sorry.
damage on me. And
Oh
she is
my goodness.
engaged with me, and she's going to hit me for one
Oh
of the.
no. Again. Oh no.
Right. Okay, my turn has now ended, so PT heals a horror at least.
Yep.
That was a spectacularly good go, wasn't it? Ah, oh, that was a proper Arkham Horror turn. That was.
Yeah.
Failed 2 consecutive 7-on-4 tests.
Oh dear.
Lovely.
Uh,
I feel like I've just done a pole vault and hurt myself on the way back down.
that snatching defeat from the jaws of victory right there.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Right, that's the end of the turn, at the end of the round, isn't it? Well, we move on to upkeep now. Enemy attack, so she hits me for another
Yeah.
one of each. So PT takes that horror back again, and I take another damage. Great.
Okay, we move into the good old mythos phase. 6 of 8.
Okay, let's get my encounter card, and it is Ominous Portents. Either draw the top card of the Spectral Encounter deck, or I do the willpower test again. So if I fail the test, take 2 horror. That will kill off Pete, or very nearly kill off me. Or I take the top card of the Spectral Encounter deck. I'm a 4 willpower. I've got nothing to change it with. Racked will knock me down by 1. I'm thinking I have to draw.
Oh,
that's better. So this is
quite good, yeah.
Test and evade. So Ominous Portents goes away because that's now been replaced by Trapped Spirits. Test evade of 3, so my evade is 7.
And the spectral encounter deck, do we draw from that at spectral locations?
Oh, we should have done, shouldn't? Oh, yes. If we're at a spectral location, then and it doesn't say otherwise, we draw from the spectral encounter deck. But we are still at a non-spectral location, aren't we?
Correct.
So I did draw correctly.
Yep.
Right, evade of 3. I am a 7. Hurrah! And is my location haunted? No, it's not. That's okay. So that's something.
So I'm a 5 versus a 1. Can make that a 5 versus a 2, a 5 versus a 4, 5 versus a 5 for each point you fail by. Let's see how we go. We get a 0.
Oh, nice.
So I don't fail again. Wow. Oh, hold on. No, it draws. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay.
Didn't make it worse for
right.
yourself. You get enough of doing that for me.
Okay.
Right. Shall I try and evade this witch again?
Yes. Yep.
It will be a 6 on a 3 this time. Now I'm taking racked into account correctly.
Yes.
Do I risk it? Let's give them just fail. 6 on a 3, do it. Score is -1. Okay, she's evaded. So she gets a damage.
Yep.
is evaded. As at that location. I now take an action to test racked. I as an exhausted witch at my location, so it's automatically successful, which means I don't have to draw, doesn't it?
That's right.
Hurrah!
Nice.
So that's 2 actions down. Oh, after a witch and oh no, it's not defeated. It's discard. Okay. Third action. I'm going to investigate badly on purpose. So I am a 2 on a 4. Mind you, now I've got to look what I found, but I have to fail by 2 or less, not 2 or more. Chances are I'm going to fail by more than 2 if I'm doing 2 on a 4, aren't I? So no, that's probably not worth it.
Yeah, there's kind of a sweet spot for that. But look what I found.
Sorry?
It's a kind of a sweet spot where you're kind of about 1 down or 2 down or something.
Yeah,
usually.
and I'm not at it. Do I move back towards you?
Sure.
Or do I stay here to deal with the witch when she re-engages?
Really depends what we're trying to do.
Yeah, what are we trying to do?
What's your plan? We're trying to defeat these ghosts. So it's better if we're all at the same location and like,
I'll move one towards you then, so at least I'm on the way towards you. Unless you were planning to head my way.
Yeah, I was going to do that. So I was going to say I'll move to your location.
Okay, I'll stay there then, and I'll draw a card.
We can start bashing the witches, bashing the spectres.
Yeah. Okay, I've drawn a card for my final action.
Okay. So I'm going to spend 3 and bring out Lola Santiago.
Lola.
And then I'm going to move to your location. So there you go. That's my 3 actions.
Okay.
Now we're all ready to go. I can start fire axing the witch next time.
Nice.
Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep.
Are you going to take the witch then? Engage her with you. Now she's readied. With you saying you'll deal with the witch, or do you want me to take her and just evade her again?
So I was kind of thinking if I flip the grave to the spectral side, and then I can take on the heretic, and then if you can evade the witch and the heretic, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I can do quite a bit of damage to them, the geists, I think. Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I think that's the best way to do it. Just trying to think.
Right.
They've got quite a bit of. They've got 6 health.
6 health, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so are we on the encounter phase now? Yeah.
Mythos phase.
Counter card. Centuries of Secrets test willpower of 5. Ooh. I'm a 4. For each point you fail by, I've got to hang on. I'm going to be discarding the encounter deck for every point I fail by, so you won't necessarily get that one.
Good, because good.
You don't want that one, right? So right, okay. So willpower of 5. My willpower is 4. And I have nothing I can commit. Excellent. So let's just go for it. 5 on a 4. That's a -2. So that's a fail by 1. That's right, isn't it? I was a 5. -2 brings me down to a 3. I was a testing of. No, it's a 5. I'm a 4, so I failed by 3.
Yes, 3.
Okay, so 1. You've just discarded 1, haven't you?
No, I put it back into the
Oh,
deck.
did you? So 1, 2, 3. None of them are cursors, so nothing happens.
Yep. Good. Cool. And I still get double.
It's the same one.
I know, and it's really bad because trigger ability is my fire axe, so ha.
And I've got no willpower in hand to help you with that test.
Ah,
Although, if there's an exhausted witch location, it's automatically successful. So I'll exhaust the witch.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so I'll go first then.
Great idea. Yep.
So I'll do my full on 7 on a 4 on a 3 now that I'm not ranked.
Mm-hmm.
So she is exhausted. I'll give her another Rita damage and exhaust her. So that's action
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Action 2. Could I? Have I got any way of nabbing some clues to at least help me with the spectral web later?
Mm.
Got breaking and entering, but that'll just give me 1 clue. I suppose 1 clue is better than no clues, isn't it?
You've got look what I've found, haven't you? But what are you running at for that? You're running at
I'm running at a 4. No, I'm running at a 2. 2 on a 4.
versus 4. I can make that a 3 versus a 4. So you're only 1 down.
Shall we try that then?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3 versus a 4. When you don't want to
You
pass.
passed.
So I get a clue.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Funny.
So that's my second action.
Yeah.
My third action, I mean, I do have breaking and entering, which does let me investigate using evade. It
Yep.
just feels an expensive way of getting 1 clue, though.
Um,
And I
but
miss
it's
out
then
the
2
bonus of
clues
automatically. I should have maybe done this as my first action.
because then you can use the 2 clues, spend 1 to 3 clues, fight. Oh, as a group, okay, fight. Use the ability to attack the Geist. You get plus X, so you get +2 skill value and +2 damage with 2 clues. So, yeah, that would either give you a 6 fight. Yeah, that would give
Yeah.
you a 6 fight. So it's worth having 2 clues because it would make a difference.
Yeah. Okay, so shall I use the breaking and entering to get an extra clue then?
Yeah,
Is that what we're saying?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
And if you
1,
sort of go under,
2.
you oh yeah, and you okay,
So
that makes you
I am now investigating with a 7 on a 4.
mm-hmm.
That's a pass, so I get another clue. 2
Nice.
clues.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, I should have thought ahead, and if I'd done that breaking and entering as my first action, that could have also evaded the witch at the same time. For free.
Oh. Well, why don't you say you did that? Like,
Okay, I've got an extra action then.
yeah,
Uh,
which you could use to fight the heretic. Like you could,
shall I flip the location then? For free?
yeah, yeah.
Can never remember the short flip card, but so now it's Heretic's Grave Spectral. Forced after a witch is defeated. Oh, that's the same. Haunted, healer damage from each heretic and witch in play. Will you be remembered?
And so it's no longer aloof. Is that right?
That's
Yep.
right. So
So it would be engaged with you. Yep.
okay. So do I spend a clue to parlay, or do I spend 2 clues to hit her?
I'd spend 2 to attack. Just
Okay.
go ahead and
So
do your
1,
worst.
2.
So you get plus X skill +2
I
to
will
your
use my
fight.
willpower to fight instead of my fists.
Yeah.
Because then I'm fighting with a 4. Oh, mind you, she's a 4. Unless I evade her to put damage on her.
You're fighting at a 6 because you're at 4 with Peter Sylvester, and then you add 2 willpower from the 2
Oh, of
clues.
course, yes, I forgot about that. So, yes, I'm doing 6 on a 4 then.
Yep.
And I will be doing +2 damage from the 2 clues.
Yep. Yep.
Right, so that's 3 damage on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
not
3
bad.
damage.
Not bad.
And they've
But she
got.
is engaged with me. Oh, Peter would have healed another horror at the end of the last turn.
Yes. Yep.
And he would have healed a horror. Now this is the end of my turn.
Yep. So I will get rid of this bedeviled because there's a witch enemy, so I can get rid of that.
Nice.
I can take the heretic off your
Even nicer.
hands. And then I can go
Kill the witch. Kill the witch. Unfortunately, you've got no clues, have you?
3, 5, 7, 9. 9 on a 4. That feels like 7 on a 4 is better. I'll keep the other. So 7 on a 4. Hello? Did that work? No. Yep. So that's 2 points. Then I can go again.
I need one more.
2, 4, 5. Only 5 on a 4 unless you've got some kind of fight.
I can pop. Are you fighting with fists? I can give you 1.
Yes.
That's all I can do.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on a 4. Yes. Success.
And
Dead.
I get to get a survivor card back from my discard pile. I will get. Oh, do I get Mr. Porterson back to give me some more shield? Or do I get something back to help me with the fighting? I might get a stunning. But mind you, I need to get more clues to get. I'll get Mr. Porterson.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Unfinished business. My bones. What have they done to my bones? The wraith is mangled and corrupted nearly beyond recognition. Something has torn through its insides and ripped its soul to shreds. Keep this card in your threat area, this side face up. Forced at the end of the round, you must either choose and discard 2 cards from your hand or flip this card back to its enemy side at the end of the round. Okay. If you are at the heretic's grave, is it? Yes.
We are at the heretic's graves.
It has no clues on it. Test willpower or fist of 4. If you succeed, the ghost is banished. Okay. So
I mean,
we've got.
technically, it's got no. Oh, does it keep the clues on it after we flip it? I think it does, doesn't it?
No, the heretic's graves location has no clues on it.
Yeah, but that's where we are.
Yeah, so if there are no clues on the heretic's grave, where there's 2 at the moment.
That's what I was just saying. Does it keep the 2 clues when we flip it to the spectral side?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes, it does. But we can't get the clues while it's on the spectral side. Does that make sense?
So we need to flip it back.
Which we can only do once per round.
So we can't do it this round. Okay.
Then we've got to get rid of the rest of the clues. Then we've got to test fist or willpower of 4, and then we banish the ghost. So at the moment, it's in my threat area.
Right.
Yeah, quite a process, isn't it?
And at the end of the round, you've got to
discard 2 cards
from my hand.
Or flip it back to its enemy side, which I'm not doing.
So you've always got to make sure you've got 2 cards in hand. Otherwise, you
Correct.
have to flip it.
Correct. At the end of the round, which
Good
we're at
old
now.
Circle Undone, giving you layer upon layer of things to track.
Well, I just lost my cards to keep it. So, um, there we go. Had you had your go? Yes, you
Yes.
have. Yep.
Yes, because I flipped the location and started the damage on the heretic.
So, do you want to take the witch, the vengeful witch, back? And
Yeah.
I think the doom threshold has been achieved.
Ooh, okay. Shall I do this one?
Mm-hmm.
Sobs of Death's Descent. The sobs of the dead echo throughout the woods, accompanied by murmured promises and whispered threats. But when the spectral mist blots out the sky, all turns quiet and still. Your hair stands on end and you begin to tremble. Every fibre of your being screams flight. The hunter has smelled the blood of its prey, and now it has come to claim your fate. Flip each location to its spectral side. Put the spectral watcher into play at Hangman's Brook, and shuffle the watcher encounter set into the spectral encounter set, along with the spectral discard pile.
Spectral Watcher, hey?
Yeah, at Hangman's Brook. So that's at the bottom.
Oh, great. Oof.
All locations get flipped.
This
Right, is that everything done? So I discard the agenda. And the new one is Death's Approach. Hangman's Hill is plunged into darkness as the spectral mist invades every inch of the woods and the chapel. Somewhere in the mist, the watcher spies its prey with eyes as empty as graves. Locations cannot be flipped over. So, how does that mean we can't find any more clues then?
Oh no, you can still flip them back over.
No, but
You
it
can flip a
specifically says
location.
locations cannot be flipped over. Oh, this will be the errata, won't it?
Oh yes, yes. So
Because you've got an agenda that says you can't flip locations over, and an act that says you can flip locations over.
Death's Approach. This card's ability should read: locations cannot be flipped over to their non-spectral side.
Right, so we can't flip the locations back to get clues now. Because
Oh.
cannot overrides can, doesn't it?
In pursuit of the undead, unfinished business. Okay. I'm a bit confused then how we... Oh, because not... Oh. Huh. So we can't flip the cards over, but it says that we can flip them over. So basically, then we can't get any... Like you say, that's just kind of weird that we can't get any more.
Did it say the same thing on the first act? Agenda, sorry. No, it didn't. Right. So I guess the idea was we were supposed to get as many clues as we can before the agenda advanced, and then once we're now on agenda 2, we can't flip locations anymore.
Hmm.
I suppose narratively, now that the mist has descended, we're stuck here.
But the thing is, without being able to get clues, we can't use our
Can't use the spectral web.
and it's like, what's the point in having it? Because like, and what's the point in having all these the thing I'm struggling to understand is why get us to put all these clues out if we then can't get them? You know what I mean? It's something's weird about it. You know what I mean? And then we've got this thing: if Heretic's Graves has no clues on it, the ghost is banished. Well,
So now we
you'd
can't
never be able
banish.
to do it.
Let
There's
me.
something not quite right. It doesn't quite make sense. Here we go. Flip over location question. Act 1A says locations can't play over identities. Oh, hold on. I'm really.
Why investigators a location with a spectral trade? We should use the spectral encounter deck. Yeah, there's nothing on there about clues and flipping.
Oh, clues cannot be discovered at non-spectral locations.
Oh, we
Its
just
clues
read it.
cannot
We
be
read it wrong,
discovered.
did we?
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's clues cannot be discovered at non-spectral locations.
why not say clues can only be discovered at spectral locations? Why stick a
I
double
know,
negative in there?
I know. It's very
Right, that's
right,
what we've
and
missed.
that
That's it.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
So we
So once it all flips, it means you've got to go to spectral locations to get clues and fight the
it
ghosts.
probably means we shouldn't have had those clues that we earned on the previous round. But never mind.
Well, we would have
Oh
worked it
no, I
out. We would
flipped
have
it
done
after I
something.
dis. Yeah, I did. I discovered the clues and then I flipped it, didn't I?
So
Whereas
we
it
would
should
have,
have been the other way around.
and yeah,
So it wouldn't
we
make a
would have flipped
difference.
it. I would have engaged the ghost or something, and we
Yeah.
would have worked it out. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No, that makes sense now.
Where
Okay.
are we again?
Um, Good question.
That
Uh,
was the agenda
oh, that
advancing
was the agenda
because of
advancing.
Mythos, because of Doom, wasn't
Mythos.
it?
So
So
we've
it's
got to
encounter
draw
card phase
cards.
now.
Yes.
So
Right.
don't use the keyboard shortcut for drawing from the encounter deck because you'll draw from the wrong one. So
Ah, yes, it's the spec.
I'll draw a spectral encounter. It's a wraith
Of course it is.
with no spawn instruction, so I have a wraith, and you have terror in the
Terror of the
night.
Night. If you fail by 3 or more, Terror of the Night gains Surge. Put Terror of the Night into play next to the... Oh, test 4. Okay, got a test 4 willpower. Oh, I'm a 1.
I could give you a 1, but that's my Mr. Porterson.
No. I'll just wear it. What's this? -2. It's not. So I fail by 3 or more. So it gains Surge. It sits here. If there are 3 copies, discard them and take 3 horror. And I get, oh, another Surge. Resolve each haunted ability on your location.
So on
Heal
our
1 damage for
location,
each heretic and each witch enemy in play.
none of them are hurt. Oh no,
Just
there
the
is. The
witch.
one on me is hurt. Heal 1 damage off her then. Okay.
And then What's this deck called? Is it going to go to the right deck? Special deck, special discard. Where's the...
You would hope that, like, it does keep track of which discards to locate linked to which deck, doesn't it?
I don't know, to be
Well, our
honest.
investigator cards go into our discard piles, so I would imagine it would be the same for the spectral.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'll draw another one.
Oh,
Another
Fate of All
conflict
Fools.
in your threat area. Okay. There we go.
I was hoping to finish this witch off this time, but you've gone and healed her.
That's actually kind of a good thing, because when she dies, she deals damage and horror,
That's
doesn't
true.
she?
That's
So
very true. So I'll just put off the inevitable.
Yep. Okay.
So when the Wraith is defeated by damage except from a spell or a relic, well, I know I don't have either of those.
Do you want me to take on the Wraith, or?
I suppose we could use... Well, we could use the Spectral Web on her to properly kill her. But I'd need a clue. I haven't got any clues yet. Unless you want to go first and get some clues, if you can.
I've got no cards in my hand. That's the problem I have.
Oh, you need to make sure you got 2 cards by the end of your turn then, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that's got to be the bulk of your action, drawing cards.
Draw a couple of cards, and then I'm going to attack this Wraith, I think. Or I can spend 4 and get a clue.
She'll just stay attached to the location and come back when it gets haunted.
Yeah.
We have to kill her with a spell or a relic to kill her properly.
Okay. But that's all right, isn't it? If we just kill it off.
No, what I mean is we won't kill her off. She just attaches to the location as an extra haunted effect and will come back next time the haunted effect triggers.
Triggers, correct. Yeah. Okay. What I might do is take a resource then for my final action, and then I'm going to exhaust Lola, spend 4, and get the clue. Yep.
Okay. So I will evade the witch. Doesn't really matter which one I evade. They've both got 2 health now. I'll be doing damage on one of them. Let's evade the witch. So I am a 7 on a 3. Okay. Put an extra damage on her and evade her. And then the Wraith. I guess I'll just evade the Wraith and leave her be. 7 on a 2 this time. And then for my third action, I'm going to put Mr. Porterson out.
Enemy phase.
Enemy moves, so he'll move there. She'll move there. It'll move there.
Yeah, we don't want to be around for that one. And then upkeep. Doomed. Take 1 horror. Call that doomed. If you've already caught, I have. Search for a cursed fate. Okay, so I've got to find a cursed fate.
Do I take... Is there any benefit in you taking any of these enemies now they've readied?
Yeah.
Which one do you want? you've got a cursed vein.
Got to put it at the bottom of my. Shuffle into the bottom. Yep. Okay, sorry. Yep. Either. I don't mind.
Do you want to take the rate? Oh, I'm just thinking. How are you health and sanity wise? You got 4 left of each.
Yeah.
+1.
Oh, I've got
okay.
more because I've got Lola's got
right.
2 twos.
And I'm down to. I've got 4 physical, 3 mental.
I'll
But
take
I
the.
do have Peter and Mr. Porterson.
I'll take the Vengeful Witch. I'll take that.
Okay. And I'll take the Wraith.
Oh, I lose these 2 cards from because of the unfinished business. What about that? Okay, Mythos phase.
Okay, I get my Spectral Encounter card.
Ooh.
Oh, look, it's a Malevolent Spirit. Chapel Attic or Chapel Crypt. Guess it doesn't really make much difference either or.
What's this? Choose an unfinished business card in play. Flip it to character and place damage on it equal to half its health. Why would... Oh, so it's coming back. Or discard cards from the top of the spectrum until a Geist enemy is discarded. Spawn that enemy engage with you. So either this dude comes back.
Half-health heretic or another Geist.
I'd rather have this one back, I think, with half its health. So that's
3.
So it's lost 3. That's nasty. Okay. All right. Okay.
Are you regretting taking my witch now? Do you want me to do you want me to have the witch instead?
I think you try and just damage or do as much damage as you can. Yeah. I think. This is not easy, is it?
Ooh, I've just realised now the gallows above us is now a shroud 5 because we've got 6. Because there's 6 Geists in play. I was thinking it was only tracking the heretics, but no, we've got the Malevolent Spirit that just spawned and the Wraith that's with me. Oof. This is tough.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I don't think we're going to see this one through, are we?
Nope.
So yeah, I'll stop messing around then. I'll just do stuff. I will evade the Wraith, if you don't mind me going first, that is.
Go for it, yeah.
So let's evade the Wraith. 7 on a 2. So that's damage on the Wraith, and it's evaded. Then I will. How many clues are there?
1.
There's 3 where Haunted Fields is, but that's where the Spectral Watcher is. The heretics aren't aloof anymore, are they? Because we're on spectral locations. So all I've done is done an evade.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna move up to the top and evade the heretic. Oh no, I can't stick damage on it now because I did it on that one. I'm going to say I didn't use Rita's ability to damage the Wraith.
You move up, yep.
I will use Rita's ability on this evade instead. So a 7 on a 3. So it's a damage and an evade on that Wraith. So that's me done.
Maybe maybe the Spectral Watcher would have been a better thing to do on, because it's
He's
gonna
going to come and get me now, isn't it?
or me, yeah, one of us. So maybe it's better to use that move that you just did on the Spectral Watcher rather than.
So I went there, and because it's the same skill test.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because the heretic at the top isn't Hunter, is it? So it will just stay there. Cool.
Yep. Okay. Okay, I am going to what am I going to do here? I'm going to spend 2, 4, 6, 7, 7 on a 4 for the heretic. I'm going to do the willpower test, so that's 2. So that gives me 3. Oh, it's not going to work. 3. Oh yeah, 5, 7. Do a 7 on a 4 again. Yep. So that's 2 points. And then I will go 2, 4, 5. Only 5 on a 4. I'll try it. 5 on a 4. No. Did that? Yeah. No. -2. Resolve the haunted ability. Heal 1 damage from each. Okay. So it's back to 4. Back to 1. And then I take 1 of each. And 1 of each. Oh dear. Okay.
I've just realised I shouldn't have been able to play the Cherished Keepsake because I had the Devil Tarot card in my hand that stopped me playing events. So I'm going to say I played that instead, which would have cost me 3.
Okay. Okay, we move into the enemy phase. I've taken the damage.
I get the Spectral Watcher.
Okay, good old Mythos phase.
Spectral Encounter. Terror in the Night. Okay, right. Test willpower of 4. My willpower is 4. And I could commit Mr. Porterson to get me to a 5. Oh, I'm just going to fail it. -3, so that brings me down to a 1. I have failed by 3 or more. Oh, so it gets surge, so I get another 1. Take 2 damage and place it in the standard encounter discard pile.
Ooh. Oh, you got one of those too.
Ooh. Oh well. The standard encounter discard pile. I think, is it that one that's only got 2 in it?
No, it's the one with
Oh,
7.
7. You don't control this group.
Well, I nearly died, and I got to heal more stuff off these guys. So it's back
So
to
you're
3
at
and nothing.
6 out of 7 physical and 5 out of 7 mental. I'm at 7 out of 9. So I've only got 2 physical health left.
We're
Yeah.
not going to last much longer.
No. Right. Particularly as soon as those Terror in the Nights trigger, we each take 3 horror. I suppose I could farm mine out on Pete and co. Right. Let's see how this plays out anyway. So I'm going to evade the Spectral Watcher again. If you don't mind me going first, that is. Or do you want to go first with you having 2 enemies to deal with?
I'm good.
The look on your face is like the end is nigh. The curse, the bell tolls. Right, 7 on a 3. I didn't trigger. Skull is there's no, so it's still -1. So damage and an exhaust. I'm on a 3 shroud location with 3 clues. I can't afford to do that. I'm going to take a resource and then I'm going to just do an investigate of a 2 on a 3. 2. I failed by 1, so I paid 2 for look what I found to get 2 clues. I achieved something for what it's worth.
Oh, I've got this wraith on me now, haven't I? Oh dear.
Where did that? Oh, where did that come from? Oh, was that the one I exhausted? Oh dear.
Okay. Ooh, okay. It's not looking good. 4, 5, 7. 7 on a 4. Success, 2 points. 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 on a 4. Success. Yay. Bring. Take heart. So the heretic is dead again.
Yay.
So back on this side. And then I'm going, and then I'm, oh, what am I doing here? 2 on a, I'll do a 2 on a 2. Try and evade the wraith with take heart. So I fail, which means
But at least you get 2 cards to spend on the
Resources.
heretic. The Wraith,
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
And 2 resources. Yes. Okay. Have you had your go?
Yeah.
Okay, so I lose these 2 cards, but I take a damage and a horror. I can put a damage and a horror onto Lola. So Lola goes. And then I take 2 horror, and I'm insane. I'm gone.
You could put 1 on Plucky, couldn't you?
Oh, yes. Of course.
Hanging in there by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
And you are no longer Plucky.
Yes, I'm unplucky.
You have no pluck.
Okay. No. That was the enemy phase, upkeep phase. Oh no, and because I don't have 2 cards. Oh no, it's going to flip back.
Why don't you have 2 cards?
Oh, I lost 2 cards.
You already did the 2 cards for the heretic, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because you got
Sorry,
2 cards from Take Heart.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Mythos phase.
Okay. Spectral Encounter. Realm of Torment. Put it in my threat area when my turn. At the start of my turn, resolve my haunted abilities.
No, not again. No.
What have you got now? Bane of the Living.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to. Gonna get a. Don't know what to do. Not this card again. I just. Seriously. Hey.
So I've got the Spectral Watcher back. When my turn starts, I have to resolve the haunted ability on my location, which is move the nearest spectral enemy once towards me. So that's going to be the heretic above me. So that comes into me. So now I've got a heretic as well. I think we're out now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's done me in. If that hadn't happened, I probably could have survived. But because I've got the heretic back, I'm back to fighting 3 enemies.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Shall we just call it there then?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna die.
Yes. Oh boy, what a another rough scenario.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what was left on the act deck? I think it was. Is this going to be one of those where this was it? We just had to literally get.
I think so.
Yeah, so it would have been R1 if we managed to banish all 4 heretics. Whereas the agenda
was R2.
Oh, so it was just a tour. Was it on both of them? Right. So there's only would have been 4 more rounds, but yeah, you're right. I don't think we would have even lasted.
No.
This round.
No way.
At best, I would have evaded. Maybe I might have evaded both of mine.
Yeah.
But they would have probably got me next turn.
Yeah. I could have, like I said, I could have been okay if my heretic hadn't come back again.
I've just realised I've just spent the past however long with just the PDF on the stream rather than the actual gameplay.
Oh.
Sorry guys, you've probably just had to just listen to us thrashing around rather than watching us thrash around. Oh well, never mind.
Just as well. Just look, we
you
did
didn't want to see that. It was terrible.
That was the final heretic that fell just then.
Yeah.
Ah,
So yes, as you can see, I've got a couple of guys with me. Crabby Terror's got 3. We're not going to make it out of here. So yeah, we're going to be resolution 2ing it, aren't we? So
did we get any X heretics were unleashed? X is not it. Okay. Do we get any? No, I don't think we got any victory either.
yeah, resolution 2. Resign to your fate. You fall to your knees. The mist parts. Time slows to a crawl as the Watcher emerges. He's already here. Its spectral form glides along the ground, approaching with the slow surety of a ticking clock. You close your eyes, unwilling to look upon your killer. Your fingers dig into your palm and you brace yourself. The moment passes. When you open your eyes again, the creature is gone, along with the spectral mist. Have you been spared? In your campaign log, record the investigators survived the Watcher's embrace. Am I reading the wrong one? That almost seems like the positive.
One. That's the right one. Did you take it? Oh no. Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay. And you record X heretics were unleashed. X is the number of heretics in play, so it's all 4 of them. If X is 3 or less, which it isn't, and then we get no victory.
Yay!
Oh, so both resolutions are effectively the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what's the point of even playing it?
Yeah, they should have just resigned at the start and moved on.
It's literally just the only difference is however many heretics you were able to banish. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So then we move on to scenario 5 next time for the greater good. The greater
Good.
good.
Yes.
Okay. So there we go.
Yeah.
So I spectacularly ballsed up the stream or the recording by having a PDF in place of the actual gameplay for probably most of that last agenda.
Well, compared to the balls up of us playing the scenario, that was.
Yes, very true. Yeah. I'll upload it anyway and I'll put a heads up that there's not much to
Yeah.
see here. And yeah, we'll be back again next month for the greater good.
Yep. Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah. You sure about that? Dear. Cool. Well, thank you
All
for the
right,
game.
mate.
I'll stop the recording and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.